Hey guys, Adrian here on the behalf of TechSocial.com. Today we're taking a look at Kidnotice. Kidnotice is a little great parental app where you can share by invitation only your kids in case of emergency or ICE information. So this information you can save those profiles and share it privately with people in your trusted network, be it other parents, close friends, relatives, coaches, babysitters, teachers, etc. All of that great stuff. You can share in case of emergency information. So if you cannot be reached, they can, and an emergency occurs, they can get the information provided that they need to know about your kid. So for example, you can see here's the menu. You can see your kids, you can see their kids. So you can add other parents to Kidnotice, and you can see if they share their profile with you. If you're trusted friends with them, etc. They can share their kids' information with you. You can invite people on the top right here, so you can see you can send out invitations, or you can have pending invitations. You can go back or go to your settings. That little cog icon right there is your settings. So if you want to go to your settings, adjust your profile, you can do that. Now to add your kid, it's as simple as clicking the add your kid button. You can choose a photo here if you want, or you can just, again, you take a photo, it's up to you. In this case, we can add a first name. So for example, let's say our kid, his name is John Smith in this case, and we can give him a home address. So if they need to know his home address, again, you can just put that in. Again, we can just make up an address if you know any. For example, let's say we live overseas, we can just put in a certain address, whatever it may be, and FPO, we'll say AP, or in this case you can put a state if you want to put a state. Again, it's all up to you, relative information, and you can put in any random, whatever your zip code would be, obviously, and you may want to put the date of birth in case you also want, in case of emergency, they need to know how old the kid is, anything of that sort. You can put that in as well. So let's say 2001, we can put that in. Of course, you want to put their orientation, whether it's male or female, and you can hit continue. And then you can put your primary contact. So you can see here it has my first name and last name here, but you may want to put stuff like your phone number, a secondary phone number. So I can put in, any. In this case, we'll just use an example. We can just put in a phone number here, and if you have a secondary phone number, you can do the same. And you can say he's your, let's say he's my cousin, for example. I can put that in, so you can say what relationship they have to your family, so that they can reach you if they need you for a second point of contact or anything of that. So you can continue here. Oops. In this case, I don't want to. Let's see. I want to put an option. That's optional if you want a second point of contact. And you can put in the rest of the number here. Oops. And, evidently you're going to want to put this in with your own actual information, of course. After that, you have another thing to fill out. You have your emergency contact to fill out. This info is also optional. So this is, again, in case you're not reachable, the first point of contact, which would be me. If I'm not reachable, who else can I give, permission to contact? Maybe I have a close friend. Maybe, if you have a spouse, you can put that information in so you can continue. And then you want insurance info. So you may want to put in carrier of your insurance info, their phone number, their fax, their ID, your ID number, the group number. Again, you're sharing this information only with private people that you solely trust in your own network. So you can put down that insurance information in case anything happens. Again, you're not available. And next would be doctor's info. So if you have your doctor's contact, you can put all of that information down and go next and get your dental info. Again, just in case of emergency. Last but not least, any notes. So maybe if they're allergic to something, what they prefer to eat, if they're acting up or they don't want to eat anything, medication, if they're on any medication at all and you need to advise somebody, you can put all of that information here, hit finish, and again, they will add that, and I can share it out to people that, again, teachers, babysitters, family members, all of that good stuff that would need to know about my kid or my cousin, my whatever, my aunt, uncle, whatever it may be. Any information that is relative, that in case of emergency information, is all accessible via Kidnotice. So this is a great app for parents and family members, etc. A really unique child safety iPhone app for the family to use. Again, check it out in the App Store today, Kidnotice.